Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Hello, scholars. Hello, hello. It's so very good to see you. Hello, hello. How are you today? Hello, hello. It's so very good to see you. Hello, hello. Time to sing and play.
Hello, scholars. I'm so happy to be with all of you this week. I hope you are doing well and hanging in there. Great. I don't really have any sort of announcement to start today's lesson, so let's jump right to our stretching and our mirroring and all the good warm-up things that we begin with normally. Here we go. Let's stretch. Big stretch like we always do. Start off. Very good. Roll your shoulders forward, and then back. Wiggle your wrists and your fingers. You can move them slow, move them fast, whatever helps wake them up. Now your ankles, at least that's what I'm doing right now. Reach up to the ceiling, reach up, and then drop down to touch your toes. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Oh goodness, this one doesn't. Oh man. Slowly stand up. You know how sometimes when you stretch your legs, how it's like it doesn't hurt, but it's also, and it feels good, but it also isn't great and not super fun at the same time. I have no idea what that feeling is. But whatever. Okay, switch. Your neck around. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Deep breath in and out. And let's shake it out really fast this morning so that way we can wake up. I know I need to. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. My hat got in the way, but massage your temples. I mean, massage your neck. Fantastic. Let's go on to Zumba rhythm. So, no new rhythms in Zumba rhythm today. We just have T-Tom and Tom-T, the two new rhythms we learned the last 2 weeks. Those will be a part of Zumba rhythm today. So here we go. Tiki tiki cinco pa-ta. Grasshopper cinnamon T-Tom. Tom-T. Cinnamon, grasshopper, tiki, 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 tiki. Make sure we keep that last one nice and steady, okay? Whew. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. And tiki, tiki, cinco, pa-cha. Grasshopper, cinnamon, T-Tom. Tom-T. Cinnamon, grasshopper, tiki, 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 tiki. Great job, everybody. Keep it up. Let's do this thing. Whew. 1, 2, ready, and tiki tiki cinco, pa ta. Grasshopper, cinnamon, tea tom. Ta, tom, tea. Cinnamon, grasshopper, tiki tiki tiki. Okay, last time through. Make sure it's as precise as possible, as always. Ready, and tiki tiki cinco, pa ta. Grasshopper, cinnamon, tea tom. Ta, tom, tea. Cinnamon, grasshopper, tiki 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 tiki. Woo, that last one was pretty fun. Okay, let's go on to our vocal warm-up. To warm up our voices today, we are just going to sing the song we learned last week, Indian Summer, all together again. There are no extra instructions, so just follow along with the music like you did last time and sing with me. Here we go. Now that our bodies, our brains, and our voices are all warmed up, let's go to our activity for today. So for today's lesson, we are going to continue talking about chords. And I mentioned last time that chords are one of my favorite things to learn about, to talk about in music. And the reason for this is because when I was your age, I took piano lessons and I had a guitar and I enjoyed playing them. I took lessons for a couple of years, but then after that, I got kind of bored. Or I didn't really see what the big fuss was about. Even though my dad is a composer and does music for a living. It wasn't until I discovered chords, or at least discovered chords as a way of thinking about music. Because while I like sheet music and notation, chords are almost like a shorthand version of something. For example, there are so many different songs that I could teach you on the piano or guitar if you knew like 3 or 4 different chords on those instruments. So basically, you know 3 or 4 of the right shapes, and you can play them on command, all of a sudden, you know a song. Which for me was a lot more exciting than sitting at the piano or guitar and trying to read sheet music until I memorized every single note exactly perfectly. And another reason why I love chords is because chords are sort of the backbone of the way so many different styles of music and songs are written. If you learn chords, or at least understand how they work, you could teach yourself jazz, you could teach yourself rock, you could teach yourself blues, you could teach yourself modern pop, you could listen to almost any hip hop track and figure out the chords that are happening behind the beat. If you train your ear to be able to hear chords well, all of a sudden music sort of just opens up. I don't really know a better way to describe it. So that's why we're talking about chords.
You with me? So let's do this thing!
Like anything, there's pretty much some basic rules about chords, and then things start to get more and more complicated as you go along, and I think more interesting. But if we don't understand the basics, there's no way that we're gonna understand all the complicated stuff. So with that, let's go back to what we learned last time, C major and C minor. C major, which is made up of C, E, and G, and C minor, which is made of C, E flat, and G. We're gonna take a couple seconds and do some ear training. I'm gonna play the root of the chord, the bottom note, all by itself, and then I'm gonna build either a major chord or a minor chord on top of it. Each time you hear the chord, your job is gonna be to try and figure out if you're hearing a major or a minor chord. I will tell you the correct answer after every single one. This is just some good practice for our ears. If we can hear the difference between a minor chord and a major chord like that, that's really gonna help us as we move forward. Remember, major, think sort of happy sounding, and minor, think sad. So here we go. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was major. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was minor. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was minor. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was major. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was major. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was minor. Here's the root, here's the chord. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was major. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was minor. Here's the root, here's the chord. This was the chord, and it was major. Nice job, everybody. Hopefully, by the very end, you kind of got the hang of it. This is one of those things that the more that you listen to the difference, the easier it becomes to tell the difference. Now, the new thing I'm going to teach you about chords today is called positions. So take C major, for example. This is a triad. It's a chord built out of 3 notes. Ooh. Now, the version that we practiced last time was with C on the bottom, then E, and then G. But if I played it in a different order, would it still be a C major chord? The correct answer is yes. As long as the 3 notes being played are C, E, and G, it's considered C major. That's why I can do this, or this, or this, and they all pretty much sound the same. They're all still C major because the only 3 notes I was playing were C, E, and G, but just all over the piano. So we're gonna learn something called positions today, which is actually really simple. When you play C, E, G with C on the bottom, that's called root position. Because the root of the chord, C, is on the bottom. First position has the E on the bottom. And second position has the G on the bottom. Let's go over the piano and I will show you there.
Okay, so here is how we can play our different positions for something like C major. So we have C, E, and G, what we practiced last time. So if this is root position, I like to imagine to make first position, all you have to do is just move this C up an octave to here. And I do that with my mind, and now the only thing I have to do is get my fingers to match this shape with one hand, like this. This is the shape that I like for first position. So E with your thumb, G with your forefinger, and then C with your pinky. And then to make second position, do the same thing, except now we move the E up to the top so that G is on the bottom. And now form that with one hand. G with the thumb, C, and then E with the pinky. C can be whatever finger is most comfortable. So to practice, here's what I would do. C, E, G, C major in root position. And then move up to first position. E, G, C, C major in first position. And then G, C, E, C major in second position. And once you're tired of saying any of that out loud, you could just practice it like this. But it still might be helpful to say it out loud. C major root position, C major first position, C major second position. And if you're a superstar, you would practice this in both the left and the right hands. So, C major root position, C major second position, first position, C major second position. And there you have it.
So, now that we've gone over all that, you are going to have 3 minutes to practice these different positions for C major. Root position, first position, and second position. Your 3 minutes will start with that, we are done for today. Thank you all for being so focused, for doing such a great job going through all of this really interesting music stuff with me. I love learning about all of this and love talking about it with you, and it just amazes me that you guys even go on to my YouTube channel and that your teachers play this for you. It is so cool that we still get to learn and discover together even during this crazy time. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, great rest of your day, all the normal stuff I usually say, but I really mean it. I miss you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.